Hey, guess what's going on? It's Sunday night, 9/17. It's week 2 in full swing. Almost all the early games are done. Basically, all of them are done. It's just the Sunday night and the Monday night game left. Thought it would be a great time to do a little recap of how the file has been doing today because I've been working on the file today, sending it out to a bunch of people. There's been different versions going all over the place, so I thought let's straighten everything out and kind of show what's happened. So, all right, big day. So we've still got a couple games that haven't happened yet. The Lions and Giants are Monday night, and then the Falcons are playing right now. They're just starting up, and the Falcons are favored in the file. It's going to be an interesting game, though. Now, what's happened today? Well, the big game of the day, the Rams and the Skins. I'll let my personal feelings about the Washington Redskins. Well, I mean, the file also agreed. Go, go, go. Hell of a game. Skins managed to win, did not manage to blow it, I should say. The Rams just didn't pull it off. So I was looking at the file from 2016 stats. Did have the Skins as a favorite in that file, but in this file we had huge risk. So big miss, big whiff. That is not the team I took in the file here, by the way. I locked in Detroit, so I have to and I knew, Skins, whatever. All right, so I stayed away, but that was a big loss. So if you took the Rams here, you got hurt. It was close, though. We'll see how the Lions do tomorrow night. Jacksonville. Now, in the previous video, I had said don't look at this game because I was confused, and I thought Tennessee didn't play in Week 1. I was wrong. It was Tampa and Miami that didn't play, not Tennessee. So you actually should have looked at this file. Now, Jacksonville had a win in Week 1, and Tennessee lost, but Jacksonville beat Indianapolis, I think. Let's see, we have our whole schedule right here, or we can go to our pivot sheet and look at that. Say Week 1, what happened? Week 1, Tennessee lost to Oakland, and then our other team in that scenario, it was Tennessee playing Jacksonville. Jacksonville had beat Houston really bad, right? So the file said go with Jacksonville here. I accidentally told everybody don't pay attention to this. Well, hopefully you listen to that advice because, yeah, Jacksonville took a romping here from Tennessee. So that would have been a loss too. So that's 2 up here. Scary. But the other 3 locks, or two of the 3, this one's still going on, but the Raiders and Ravens, those were clean wins. That's good to have. Tampa Bay, if you looked at the 2016 file, like I said, to do with Tampa Bay, because they didn't have a game in Week 1, that was the number in that file for Tampa Bay over Chicago, so that's good. Arizona pulled it out over Indianapolis. You see Indianapolis, man, they're a mess. Man, that sucks. They had that game, they blew it. And then Arizona, because that's a win. Seattle held on barely, although, I don't know what the point spread was on that game, but I don't know if they covered it. Probably not. I think the point spread was like 14 last time I saw it. Carolina had over Buffalo, Kansas City over Philly. So there's a solid string of 7 of the top 10 games. And we don't know about Detroit yet, so we might have 8 of them. And this was a weird matchup, and it's weird because looking at the file from last year, Tennessee is favored over Jacksonville if you look at 2016 stats. So just something to keep in mind about this. There's a lot to take home and really feel good about in this file this week. Let's see here. Minnesota. Now, I had Minnesota or Pittsburgh, and yeah, that did not perform. Only 8%, but yeah, Minnesota's away. Yeah, Pittsburgh at home. Should have thought better about that, and Pittsburgh's strong. We'll see what happens tonight with Atlanta at home. I do think they're going to win at home against Green Bay here. So I like this 8%, but it's a close game. Dallas got robbed. Now, nothing you really could have done in this Dallas game because they beat the Giants pretty hard. Denver also won, but you wouldn't have seen this coming. Denver putting up as many points. This game's still going on, but it was 35-17, like 4 minutes left, I think. So this was we had a toss-up in here, I guess 4%, but Dallas did lose this game, or is losing. The Patriots, by the way, okay, I have this stuff in green down here. On the video where I talked about these games, and I saw these percentages, I said there's no way in hell I'd take the Saints over the Patriots. I know that was a one-off in that first game with the Patriots. So even though it says 4% here, I want to do this because I called it. I never would have played New Orleans in a heads-up. So the real pick, even though the file is yes. And the same goes for Houston and Cincinnati. I called Houston in that video because it's Cincinnati shut up. And I actually picked Houston and they won. So I'm going yes on these because that's what they really were, even though the file says this. So I'll highlight this for you guys, but this is really a yes if you look at the video. So I froze the picks, but I want to put that in there because that's legitimate. Now, that's all the games, because everything above the top here, these are all the games that are going on. So what we have is, take a look at this pivot over here. I've got keeping track of the cumulative numbers for the season. Now, before I just changed those no's to a yes on those games, this is what it looked like, and we were at 50% this week, 57% so far this week with 2 games to go. That's why there's 4 teams to go. Watch what happens when I refresh this pivot table now. Whoops, sorry, you can't see any of that. Take a look at this pivot table. We're at 57% in this week 2 before I just changed those 2 games, the Houston, Cincinnati, and Patriots Saints games. So when you refresh this right now, you see that really we got 20 teams right. Right now we're 10-4 right now, 2 games to go. So we're really at 71 from 2. I think that's legitimate. I don't think I'm going to get too many arguments from people if you watch the video and listen to what I said. So everything else is legit there, and we still got a chance at getting closer this week if we can win at Atlanta tonight, right here. If we can pick up the Atlanta game, and then if we can pick up Detroit tomorrow, Detroit is my lock of the real. So right now we got 2 out of 3 of the locks, and then 1 to go. Poor Rams and the Skins. So that's how we're looking right now. It's pretty interesting. I'll be doing more updates and updating KenBerger.com, so you can actually buy this file for $5 a week. The commerce part wasn't working, and I've been running around. I'll fix that for everybody, and I hope everyone's getting the file. But a lot of interesting things going on here. Feeling good about the file. We're going to start incorporating more of the current season stats and get a better look at things, because that's kind of one of the issues in this file, that like this Jacksonville game, you're going to see throughout the season, Jacksonville is not going to be a great team. Indianapolis is just awful. And we did learn that, and that helped us pick Arizona over Indianapolis in a game where both those teams lost in week 1. So really interesting, and we'll keep updating the file, get this going, and we'll get week 3 up soon, but we got a shot. What happens if we get these 2 games right? What happens if Atlanta wins? And if Detroit wins tomorrow night and we refresh this, what happens? We're up at 75% for the week and 71% overall. So that's what we're shooting for. I think we can pull it off. So if you have any questions, email me, ken@kenstock.com, and keep going to kenbergerman.com to get the downloads. We're out for now.